Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for October 2022. We are just going to jump right in here, Aquarius. I feel like I need another shuffle here, so we're going to go for it. But we're going to jump in here and see what is going on for you in your general energies in this first position here. And then in your next position, we are going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you at this time. Sorry, this whole entire deck is upside down, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm flipping things over. In your last row, we're going to look at the good stuff that could be coming in for you. So again, it doesn't matter what's popping up here. I feel this is going to be positive no matter what, even though you have the Tower. And then we're going to pull 5 main themes that you could be dealing with at the end of the reading here. And on top of that, we are also going to pull 3 yes, no, maybe questions at the end. So in your first position here, you have the Royal You card. I really feel like you need to believe in yourself at this time. You know, especially if you're trying to be successful at something. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot. It's a pretty good reading, actually, even with that Tower. Again, that's in the area of the good stuff. So it's going to be positive no matter what. But this card gives me like Empress vibes, and it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel you could be kind of working on a glow up, but I also feel like there's a need to believe it. You have the Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Swords. And I feel like some of you could be dealing with a difficult ending. Of course, if we just look at this right here, right? Like Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands to the Tower. This could be like an ending because of some burdens that have existed. Could be a relationship, could be a business, could be anything, right? The thing with the Ten of Swords is that, normally the guy is dead. He has 10 swords in his back. It doesn't take 10 swords to kill a person, as I always say. So it's not like, it's like something is dead, done, over with, is what I feel here. I also feel like that you shouldn't stay stuck in this energy, because you have the Ten of Swords Chariot to the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is coming up in the good stuff again, so that's telling me that you're setting yourself free. Chariot, you're moving towards a victory. But I would just be careful of staying stuck in this Ten of Swords energy. I would start thinking more positively. With the Wheel of Fortune, you could be hoping for a turnaround or a change or kind of like a turn of events here. Those are like the words that I'm getting here. Normally, I say that the Wheel of Fortune kind of represents your personal vision for your life, like where you see your life going. I don't think it matters what your vision is, but I feel a need to, number one, what's really weird in your reading is more than ever, I really feel a need to connect the rows. Like, what's going on here? And I feel there's a very strong need for you to get very, very clear on your life right now. And the Wheel of Fortune, again, represents your destiny. So I feel like you're very focused on just your life long term. That's what I mean by your destiny. Really, it's not like your destiny, like, that word is like a little bit dramatic. It's really your personal vision for your life, where you see it going. Right now, I feel you with that Ten of Wands, you could be experiencing burdens. The second you get clear, Eight of Wands, I feel like things start moving forward very, very quickly. But here you go. You have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she has clouds normally halfway up her body, but she finally sees things clearly for the first time. Some of you could be seeing something clearly after an ending or after a difficult moment or something like that. There's something about travel here as well. So maybe some of you need to travel, or maybe you want to travel, or you just need a vacation at this time. So it doesn't matter what kind of loss you experienced. Like I said, it could be love, business, or health, or otherwise. But I feel like you're kind of seeing things clearly about it. With the Ten of Swords, well, probably love. Everybody's had a love reading for the past 2 weeks. Again, doesn't really surprise me. In the 2022 readings, I was talking all about how, pretty much I feel like everybody could be ending up with love readings because, the end of this year, there's a major focus on love. I'm not so sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing yet. We have all these retrogrades. It is kind of goes both ways. There could be a lot of confusion, but there's this little Cupid here. So maybe some of you experience an ending with someone that you thought you would be with for a very long period of time. If for others, I just feel loneliness. So maybe you just don't have love just in general, and you're not thinking about a person, and you're hoping that Cupid will come in. And I do feel like love is coming in for you basically here. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have achievements. Again, this would be my only focus if I were you. I wouldn't focus on love, breakup, sadness, any of that BS, right? I would focus on yourself at this time. And yes, I'm giving you permission to be greedy right now. I would focus on having a glow up or creating one. You might be down in the dumps right now, Aquarius. You're all different. I'm reading for a lot of you. So no matter where you are I feel like you need to focus on that long-term vision. I feel like you need to get very clear about what that long-term vision is, even if it seems impossible. Maybe you want to, date Brad Pitt or something like that. Hold that vision, right? Keep that vision in your head, as crazy as that sounds. You're probably not going to get Brad Pitt, but I don't know, you might be able to like date his brother Stu or something like that, right? He has a brother, Stu Pitt, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I might be making that up, but what I would say here is that I feel like you need to hold the vision of what you want your life to look like, whatever it is. And I would go crazy. I tell people to do this. One of my favorite exercises of all time, just like write everything out. Go nuts. Like maybe you want 10 private jets, whatever. Go crazy. Write it all out. Put it all out there, right? Once we externalize these things, we can understand exactly what we want. I get a sense of confusion from your reading about like what you want in life. So if you're confused, I feel like it needs to be externalized. You need to like put it on a piece of paper. And trust me, I don't like to write, and I've done this many, many times in my life. So it's like once you put it out there, then you can look at it and you can say, oh, this is what I want. It's like things become clear. Things are becoming clear here once you understand that. With the Queen of Swords, you have this affair card. Some of you could have, there could have been a tower moment due to an affair in a love situation with this card, obviously. For some of you, again, I kind of feel like you're just looking at love. Like you might not have love. Maybe you haven't had love for a while. You're all different. But maybe now, I kind of like the look of this card. I feel like for some of you that you're now in this position where you're saying like, okay, I want love. I want this type of relationship in my life. Whatever, we're all different. We all want different things. But I do feel like an affair maybe could have caused a tower moment in your life with that affair card. We're going to have to look into this. Next in the area of the good stuff, you have this higher power card. This is the unexpected. I feel like you're really unexpectedly tapping into your intuition. I feel like you're also getting messages in your dreams. For whatever reason, I really feel like you need to pay attention to those messages, especially if you're feeling confused or if you're not clear on the direction you need to go in your life. I literally feel your guides, your ancestors, your mentors, whatever you want to call it. I feel like they're guiding you in new directions. I feel like they want the best for you, and they're trying to get your attention in your dreams or even in your daydreams or your feelings or whatever it is. I feel like you need to pay attention to that. You have the Chariot, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Wands. The Chariot is, of course, a card of a victory. It is also a card of movement. I do feel movement here because in your last row, really, all three of those cards represent movement. Eight of Swords needing to move, although it's coming up in the good stuff, so it's going to be positive no matter what. Eight of Wands moving. Even the Tower can represent a move. You also have the Three of Wands here. So some of you might need to travel, and so that's what I'd say there. I also feel that some of you need to fix your vision. I feel like last time I read for you, I got something in my eye. I have something in my eye again. You can also see that she has her reins around this snail's eyes. There's something about kind of like how you see things, maybe in life in general. I feel like you need to adjust your vision here, but I do feel like there are victories coming in with this Chariot. The Chariot can also come up when we have choices to make in life, and I feel that your choices are going to become clearer. Kind of like once you externalize things. I would try to externalize things. If you don't want to write, maybe you need to just talk to a person. I feel like putting things out is extremely important in your reading. You have the Ten of Wands. Again, something became a burden. If this is someone who left you, maybe it became a burden for them. If you left them, maybe the relationship became a burden for you. Am I really feeling that? No. I just feel a lot of burdens, if I'm being honest in general. So some of you, if you had a relationship end or whatever, I kind of feel just like a lot of stuff on my back, a lot of monkeys on my back, right? Like a lot of challenges, things like that going on. It might not even be this person's fault, might not even involve this person. You have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card of expansion. Three of Wands is like, what are you waiting for? It's like, I kind of have a weird story popping into my head here, Aquarius. I was reading something about people who were like on their deathbed, and they were talking about their like number one regret, right? And their number one regret was not opening up. So, again, maybe you need to open up to a person. Maybe they need to open up to you. Obviously, we can't control other people, but sometimes like I get a lot of questions where people are like, should I reach out to my ex? Should I talk to this person, tell them I'm interested, and all this other stuff? I'm like, you could die tomorrow. They could die tomorrow. So it's like, you might as well do it because we only get one life. Well, maybe we have multiple lives, but we only remember this one, right? And so it's like, you might as well do it because It's like you could sit there all day thinking and like planning and thinking about how something is going to go, but until you actually take action on something, then you're not going to understand it. You're not going to know how it's going to go. So I kind of feel that. And I'm pretty sure I said something to you in like your next 3-month reading about you needing to actually experience something physically. And this doesn't have to be love, by the way. It could be a business. It could be new exercise routine that you're thinking about. Whatever you're overthinking, I feel like it needs to come down to earth. It's only existing up here. That's how I'm seeing it. With the Chariot, you have this discovery card. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you, some of you need to travel here, or you will be traveling. The other thing I would say is that if you can't travel, like if you can't, drive or get on a plane or something like that, then, this could be a mental travel. You could be doing things like learning or educating yourself about, kind of some sort of adventure, like starting a business or doing something new. So that makes perfect sense to me. Could also be a long distance relationship here. With the Ten of Wands, you have this exaltation card. See, it's like, it kind of reminds me of like when we're down in the dumps. Like I said, Aquarius, I feel like some of you could be down in the dumps here, beating yourself up or whatever. Sometimes I always think of this quote from the Buddha where he says, if you only knew how perfect your life was, you would throw your head up at the sky and laugh. So you wouldn't worry about any of these burdens or any of these things that could be happening or going on in your life or going on around you. I really feel a need to let go of worries. And maybe that's what kind of messed up a relationship here is worries, concerns, issues, things that don't exist. So, I would open up here. And I'm not saying you're going back to anyone, by the way. This could just be talking about things that you're correcting in the future. Although with the Three of Wands, you have this take a risk card. So this card says risk on it. Definitely time for you to take a risk. It's funny because there's almost like 3 pentacles on it right here. It kind of reminds me of the Three of Pentacles. So this could be you taking a risk on a relationship. And if there's love coming in for you, I feel like it's someone you work very well with, because Three of Pentacles is card of quality work. For others, I kind of feel that this could be a person who has like, a key to your heart basically. And I feel like they could be opening your heart. Can we get more information on that? You have the secrets though. Secrets need to come out. Secrets need to be revealed. Or again, I feel if this is love, someone's holding back in the connection. I don't mean in a bad way. Maybe just someone's afraid to get hurt or wounded in some way. And they're kind of like afraid to expose their inner truth. So I would say someone, whether it's you or them, needs to open up in this situation. Next in the area of the good stuff, you have this casket card. It says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. You have this dark woman card, dealings with relationships with a woman with dark, what does that say? Dark complexion or hair. It could be any gender. Again, I don't attach gender to my cards in these readings, but I do feel some of you, again, could be letting go of a past person here and making a new choice. If this is not love, again, I would say that you're letting go of maybe your vision or a past vision of your life, and you're kind of like starting your true vision, which I feel I was talking about with that Wheel of Fortune and that achievements card. Again, I feel like it's super, like I really feel like you need to take some time. Again, I don't think tarot should tell you what to do, but I feel it'd be super beneficial for you to take some time and just go crazy. Write the most ridiculous stuff, like whatever you think you want in life. Put it all out in front of you, right? And it could be crazy. It could be ridiculous. Go, I would say go hard, right? You want 10 Ferraris, put it on a list. You want 10 private jets, put it on a list, right? Get all those things out there. It's not about being materialistic. It's about kind of exposing who you really are, but you're just exposing yourself to yourself is what this reading is saying. So, and I feel like you're going to get a lot of answers in doing this. You don't need me, by the way. You just need to do what I'm telling you right here, because I'm telling you, you'll get all the answers you need and probably more. You have the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Tower. Again, this is the good stuff, so no matter what, and the Tower can represent a move or travel or a change. I do feel like some of you have clearly experienced a Tower moment, as we've been talking about, but it's like something is being rebuilt. Something is coming back together in the way that it should. I'm not saying you're going to be getting back together with anyone, like a person. I'm not saying you're going to be going back to a job or anything. If anything, if it's like love, you're probably finding your true love, which is maybe a new person. If it's business, same thing. I feel like you're starting something that could be new or different. You have the Eight of Wands here. Again, travel. I feel like travel needs to happen. I also feel there's something about needing to like speak your truth here. I'm not saying there's like lies here. I just feel like there are things that have not been said. And I would open up with this Eight of Wands is what I would say to you. And really, I feel like, again, you're just opening up to yourself. So you're not necessarily talking to a person here. I feel like there are just things that you desire. And again, here's the thing, is if this is about money, it's like sometimes I think we're afraid to admit that we want money. It's like we're afraid to say, oh, I want to make this amount of money. And of course, in Think and Grow Rich, the book, by the way, Napoleon Hill talks about this, how people need to kind of like go for their goals unapologetically, because it's like when we're apologizing for something, then we're creating resistance. And so I feel like I get something about that here on the Eight of Wands, where again, kind of putting it out in front of you and being unapologetic about it. I feel there's a lot of power in doing that with the Eight of Wands. You have the Eight of Swords here. And again, this is the good stuff. So I feel like you're setting yourself free from a mental prison by doing everything that I'm telling you here. So I feel like you really could be setting yourself free in a big way here, Aquarius, and it feels pretty good to me. With the Eight of Swords, you have the status card. Again, you could be attracting a person of status, or you already have this person in your life. I'm not sure. But again, if you're looking for love, I would say that there could be love coming in for you. Someone of status. It could be in the future as well. It doesn't have to be like this person comes in right now. But I feel like you could be focusing on that. I do also feel like you're raising your status here in some way. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Harmony card. I feel there's peace and harmony coming in for you. I feel like a weight off your shoulders. Look at all these birds. They're all flying away from this person that's on the ground to get those monkeys off your back with that Ten of Wands. You have the exaltation card. I feel like facing something, being brave, and facing something that maybe you don't want to face, which is yourself. I feel that is exactly the thing that is going to bring the most peace and harmony into your life. With the Tower, you have this manipulation card. Again, this is going to be positive no matter what. So the manipulation card can represent manipulation of energy. I feel like no matter what did I say at the beginning of the reading? It doesn't matter how crazy the things you want or desire are. I feel like you can have them, if you kind of like make it happen. I just dropped a card here as well, and it says Rebellion on it. It's the Rebellion card. And so I feel like for some of you, you could be going against, maybe some people or things in your life, but who cares? We're going to cover the 5 main themes for you this month. You have this love card and this bat. It says, take care, enemies are working against you. Again, there could be some people who don't want you to have a certain connection in your life, but I don't know, it's your life. And again, if you're confused about like what type of relationship you want or who you should be with or whatever, I feel, again, writing it down and getting clear about the future you want and desire is going to bring you that clarity. It's going to help you see the answers of the type of person you should be going for. Or again, if you're trying to choose between people, again, writing it down, putting it out in front of you, I feel like it's going to help you see like what you should be attracting into your life. You have this desk card. It says, pay attention to your work. Clearly, there is a lot of success coming in for you in work. I definitely feel that for you, especially if you're doing anything new. And again, pay attention to your dreams. I feel like your dreams could be saying things like, I kind of feel like for some of you, there could be like a specific person maybe who's passed on, and you could be dreaming of this person. I feel like they're kind of like guiding you through your dreams. So I'd pay attention to that, especially in work. I feel there's a lot of success. Next, with this lily, you have this. It says spiritual love on it. There you go. Could be a connection. I really feel like this is learning to love yourself here, Aquarius. I feel that learning to accept your kind of crazy ideas, that could be what you need to do at this time with this energy, because I feel that loving yourself is exactly what you should be doing. Again, I think when we get super clear about everything we want in life, then we attract a person who wants exactly what we want. And that's what needs to happen here with this energy. You have this diamond card. It says you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. So there you go. I feel like you could be receiving a precious gift, clearly, or something that's very important to you. Some of you could be like meeting a person that you're going to marry, or you could already be with that person with this card, but it's going to be, something that you see as very valuable, the connection, if it's love. And finally, you have this March card, and you have this Harp card. It says great happiness. So again, this card says March on it. Every single time I get one of these month cards, people are always like, you said March, it's October. Yes. This card is the March card. It says March on it. So I feel for some of you that you could be attracting great happiness by the time we get to spring. I don't think you're going to be waiting that long to be happy. I just think that I kind of feel this energy of a complete 360, with that Wheel of Fortune card. But you're going to have to work through it. I don't think this is going to be hard or difficult necessarily or anything like that. I don't think it has to be like that. And again, like I said, I feel like if you could adopt the attitude of the Buddha and realize just how perfect everything is right now, even if it doesn't seem like it. I feel that'll be very good for you. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. Feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. For question number 1, you have the 2 wands. I feel you really need to be brave on something. 2 wands is like you are standing where you've always been, you know? He's standing at the top of this castle, and this is where he's from, this village down here. But he has the whole world in his hands. There's so many new experiences, so many things he could experience. I feel like Groundhog's Day, if I'm being honest with you on this card. I feel like you need to stop reliving Groundhog's Day. And again, I feel like externalizing it is going to be very helpful. Very simple reading, honestly. For question number 2, you have the Emperor here. Feel a very stubborn energy. Can we get more clarity? Yeah, you have the Chariot. I feel like you need to be stubborn and go for what you want. You have the Chariot twice now. And again, the Emperor, he kind of has a plan, and he executes that plan. I feel like you need to do that. For some of you, I feel like you need to do that for your own confidence. It's like sometimes if we feel like we've never accomplished something or seen something through to the end, it can hurt our confidence. So then we need to go complete something so that we can, have more confidence. For question number 3, hell yes, 8 of Wands, communication. This is like the truth coming out. As I said in your reading, I don't, it could be you just exposing yourself to yourself. Like I said, kind of you telling the truth to yourself. I feel like once you do that, you're going to be setting yourself free, plain and simple. So love that. I feel like this is super powerful, very deep. It could be heavy energy, right? This is like deep spiritual work that's going on here, I feel intuitively, but at the same time could be good. There's definitely could be communication coming in for you. Again, you could be communicating to a person here. I feel that would be good. So that's that. But thank you for being here, Aquarius. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.